Well, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mario B coming back at you with another team builder slash battle for the World Pokemon Federation. We are currently in week 9. This week we take on Zelda and the Seattle Celebis. Timestamp for the battle will always be in the description down below. But just wanted to go over something with you guys real quick. As you guys can see, these are the standings. This is us, the Happy Valley Hariyama, sitting at 3 and 5. And as you can see, we have some playoff races. These three right here, Gotham Darkrai, Miami Danos, and Cherry Grove Charizards, are all pretty much secured in playoffs. But as you can see, Seattle Celebi, AK, and K9 and me are actually all in the playoff race. So it's actually very close. We're 3 and 5. They're 2 and 6. This is our opponent this week. AK is 3 and 5, much like us. So if we can secure a win this week and he loses, we pretty much go on top of him. Same thing with K9. If K9 does take a loss this week, we will be tied as far as records, because I will be 4 and 5 and he will be 4 and 5 as well. Okay, so going over that, like I was saying, week 9 battle. You guys can see the matchup in the bottom right corner down below. His team does consist of Blacephalon, Excadrill, Megalop, Whimsicott, Flygon, Hippowdon, Feraligatr, Typhlosion, Venomoth, Sneasel, and the Devotion. So of course the top 6 is what I'm expecting him to bring, and by top 6 I do mean the third row, because the first 2 teams are mine like always. But the third row is gonna have Blacephalon. I don't really have a lot of switches into it. I do expect him to fully bring it. Either Choice Specs or a Z move makes a lot of sense in this matchup, I believe. Next, he has Excadrill. I do expect Excadrill to either be Scarfed or Banded. It's not one of his Zmon users, so can't really touch me too much unless it sets up like a Swords Dance or something. But even then, we still do have the right measures to check that. Next, Megalop. I fully do expect it to come with its dual stab and something like Ice Punch or Fire Punch to hit Garchomp or hit my Shell Shocker, so I can definitely see that coming as well. Whimsicott, just a bulky Prankstermon, Grass and Fairy type that can be really annoying for my team, just spreading around paralysis and paralysis. I'm not sure, but Toxics, Tailwinds, Choice Specs, Moonblast, Leaf Storms, or Giga Drains even. So that'll be pretty interesting to see. Next, I do expect the Flygon to come as well. It can be his setup sweeper with something like Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Makes a lot of sense in this matchup. And lastly, the Hippo. I know Hippo doesn't really seem like that much of a threat, but the problem is that the Mons that can take down Hippo don't necessarily have the best matchup in this game. I mean, Empoleon doesn't really serve much viability here, because it does have the huge weakness to things like his Flygon, his Hippowdon, his Blacephalon, his Typhlosion, and Chestnut as well is going to have to be pressured, because it's kind of semi the only thing that can check Excadrill on my team. So I do see Hippo coming. The sand damage is going to be annoying, but it's going to be pretty thick and it's going to be hard for us to take down, so we're definitely going to have to work on that. A couple mons that I could see interchangeable. I could see him switching out Blacephalon for Typhlosion, either or. If he's smart, he brings both his fire types, because I don't have a bulky water type that can really absorb those hits that easily. And Eel and my other special wall, Empoleon, don't really take kindly to eruptions or the Fire Blast. Another mon I can see him coming is Sneasel. If he didn't bring Sneasel, my Reuniclus can just run amok and just go crazy, pretty much. So that I can definitely see that. Next, the Feraligatr is also an option. I do see him maybe exchanging that for Whimsicott. If he doesn't bring the Whimsicott, I can see him bringing the Feraligatr as well. So alright guys, so leading off the pack, we do have Big Mama here, aka the CLEFABLE. Leftovers Unaware, 252 HP, 252 defense with a bold nature, Wish, Protect, Moonblast, and Flamethrower. So this is mostly we've been bringing this set all season. Very reliable Wish Passer, very reliable defensive wall. CLEFABLE is. The Moonblast will hit the Megalopunny, Flamethrower will hit the Excadrill. Pretty much this is my main check to the Excadrill. I mean, not the Excadrill, I'm sorry. It's actually my main check to the Flygon. Dragon Dance Flygon, Dragon Dance Feraligatr. It's also my check to Megalop. This does get 3-hit KO'd by High Jump Kick if I'm not mistaken. So I do live 3 of them even after rocks, and the Moonblast is going to do about 78%, 82, something like that. So it's going to hit him pretty hard. Unaware is just for those set of mons, of course. Next, we're gonna have my boy Sal Cheeser here, aka the Snorlax, rocking that assault vest. This thing is my Blacephalon check. Don't really have anything else that can check it, but with Thick Fat, my boy Snorlax does a great job at doing it. This can also check a lot of his other special attackers like Whimsicott, knock it out with the Gunk Shot. Can check his Sneasel, his Venomoth, even with low kick. With this investment, I do actually take one no kick. The Typhlosion's eruptions from full it takes for alligators, liquidations it takes. With this spread is pretty unique. Was basically meant to take a bunch of hits. The attack investment is to make sure that I almost OHKO everything that I need to check in return after rocks, and then the Spadef is just so that Typhlosion always 3-hit KOs me with a Focus Blast, Choice Specs. So that's pretty much Sal Cheeser here with a unique, pretty unique spread this week, and I'm hoping it puts in a lot of work. It can do a lot of things. It's very diverse, so it's very good. Next we have Hammerhead, aka Scarf Chomp, rocking the Choice Scarf. Ironhead, Earthquake, Dragonclaw, Stone Edge pretty much hits his whole team for either super effective damage or neutrally. The 252 attack is to hit things harder. 240 speed, I believe outspeeds the Excadrill, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Excadrill? Actually, it's Flygon. Yeah, his base 100. So this is gonna outspeed all his base 100s. He's gonna get up a Dragon Dance with Flygon. Thinks he can outspeed this. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this in and hit him hard with the Dragon Claw. So that's pretty much this the role of Hammerhead this week, just to really revenge things and catch him off guard. Next we got Hey Big Head making her return with the leftovers Fur Coat ability, 252 HP, 64 defense, and 192 speed. The speed investment allows me to outspeed Blacephalon and anything under 107 base speed. Parting Shot is just good for momentum. Foul Play knocks out the Blacephalon from full and knocks out a Swords Dance Excadrill. That's what the 64 defense investment is actually for. So he brings in Excadrill. He thinks he can get up a Sword Dance. I sack off a Mon, I bring this in, he hits me with the move, I live it no matter what, even with the crit, and then I knock it out in return in Foul Play. This also just serves as a great bulky pivot to bring in on his physical attackers like Flygon for Alligator, Sneasel. This is also my Sneasel check, so knockoffs don't really matter at all to this. Neither do low kicks, so this is actually going to be putting in a lot of work. Can spread around a couple toxics, can knock off a couple items, so I'm expecting Hey Big Head to actually put in a lot of work this week, just with pivoting and really being a good utility mon. Next we have our main check to Excadrill right here, the Shell Shocker, rocking the leftovers, 252 HP, 176 defense with 80 Spadef, a relaxed nature, Grass Knot, Toxic, Drain Punch, Spiky Shield. So like I was saying, I don't really have a lot for Hippowdon. This does check the Hippowdon. Luckily, my Hey Big Head can serve as a backup check to Excadrill, but Shell Shocker definitely serves as a check to Hippowdon. With Grass Knot, it'll knock it out a good amount of the time. It's a roll, but it does knock it out a good amount of the time if it's not fully Spadef. The Toxic is to switch in on things and spread them around. Also toxic to Hippowdon because it's gonna be kind of tough for me to take down, especially if it has things like Slack Off. Drain Punch is for the Excadrill, of course, and Spiky Shield is just to protect myself, get some leftovers back, and also do some damage to his physical attackers if they want to try to swing at me. Lastly, we're gonna have my boy Lucifer right here, rocking the Stealth Rock, Roost, Aerial Ace, Earthquake with the Yachi. 252 attack, 252 speed. Pretty basic set. Reason for it was that I wanted to force the Megalop to have to run full speed, so it's not really like a bulky type of Megalop. Stealth Rocks are really crucial in this game. I need them. They help me take less damage from Eruption. They help me one-shot everything with Snorlax. They help with Hammerhead. In the end, getting a nice little sweep maybe with something like Earthquake or even Dragon Claw. So that's gonna help a lot. The Aerial Aces for things like his Megalop, his Whimsicott, his Venomoth. The Earthquake is for things like his Blacephalon, his Excadrill, his Hippo, his Typhlosion, his Sneasel. So I do see Lucifer putting in a lot of work here. It's most likely 9 out of 10 times my lead depending on what I see. If I do see Sneasel, I'll be a little bit more timid, but I can definitely live a an Ice Shard because of Yachi Berry, so I'm not really too worried about it. And that's gonna be the squad, guys, and I'll be right back at you guys with the battle. Alrighty, guys, so we are back, and if you guys did skip to this part of the video, of course I do always have the matchup in the top right corner. This right here is the 6 that I'm going to be bringing, so we're gonna go ahead and accept it and see what he has. Okay, so very interesting. Okay, so what I think actually happened was, I think I did see that he traded Whimsicott for the Comfey. But I do see that he brings everything we pretty much expected. Everything we pretty much expected, except what didn't he bring? The Flygon? Okay, so he didn't bring Flygon, he brought Comfey instead. For Alligator, actually, for Alligator instead. And then no Whimsicott, he brought Comfey. Okay, so Comfey shouldn't be too much of a problem. I think Comfey is checked pretty easily by my Snorlax. I'm just gonna run a quick calc and see what it's taking from that. And if it is Calm Mind at +1. Yeah, so he's not really touching us at all. So I don't think we have to worry too much about Comfey. It's usually a threat, but not really right now. As far as leads, I see for Alligator being a lead. He might try to get cheeky and just do that. I also, let's see what Arrow is doing to the for Alligator possible lead. So I'm not really doing anything. It's Pollen and CLEFABLE. Kind of would like to keep CLEFABLE healthy. I could always lead the. Well, actually, let me see something real quick. Oh no, because priority Drain Kiss is a thing. So for possible leads, I'm thinking for Alligator or the Excadrill. Man, I'm nervous. He could also just lead Mega Lopunny and Fake Out, right? Rocks aren't looking too good in this battle. Maybe for Blacephalon, so they're not really that needed. I could use him as more of a physical attacker. I think that leading off with Hey Big Head could also be a thing. A parting shot out on mostly anything. If it's Excadrill, I figure out if he's Scarfed. If it's Powdon, I parting shot into something like my Shell Shocker, or I could just Toxic here. So I think I'm going to lead Hey Big Head. Okay, so he actually does lead the Megalop here. I know we for sure live High Jump Kick, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have a 37.5 chance to live. He should just Fake Out here to Oko. Okay, so I'll just bring in Big Mama here. Actually, Chestnut checks what? Chestnut checks the Excadrill solely, right? Checks Excadrill. I feel Shell Shocker might actually be a little bit better, and then I save the Big Mama for Alligator. They both carry. This one has Protect, so I think I'll go Big Mama here just to be safe. Switch out. If he goes for the Fake Out, if he goes for Drain Punch, okay. Not really that big of a deal. I think I'm free to launch off a Moonblast here. I'm not sure if I should predict the Excadrill coming in and go for something like Flamethrower. Could do big damage. I'm gonna go ahead and do the prediction. Okay, awesome. So we get the prediction right. I'm gonna Flamethrower here and we do big damage, 41%. That does look like it's a bulky Excadrill actually, so yeah, most likely kind of Spadef, maybe Assault Vested. No matter the problem, we'll go ahead and switch right to Shell Shocker here. If he does make a double, I'm going to something like his Comfey or actually, you know what, it might be worth, because he had to be somewhat Spadef invested, right? Let me see. So you had to be Spadef invested for it to do. How much did it do? 41%. Yeah. So it's actually kind of SPDEF with some HP investment as well. Could have been a max roll. Could have been a really low roll to max HP. If it is something like max attack, adamant, could that kill? No, it doesn't. Okay, so he could take advantage, go for a Swords Dance here. I think I just go, hey, big head here. I could party shot out on this. Foul play should do a good amount. Let me see. Foul play's gonna knock him out. Yeah, so I think hey, big head is actually the play here. As he goes for Iron Head. Oh wow, that did too much damage. Too much. Is that banded? That max HP band? Yeah, banded made a lot of sense. And that did about 52.1. So yeah, looks like he got max roll. This cannot knock me out, and I will do big damage to anything that comes in. So I'm gonna foul play here actually. Okay, so he goes to Powder. Gets up that Sand Stream, 22%. Good damage, good damage. Okay, so I'm gonna party shot out on this, and then actually. Okay, so we know that's choice banded. Keep that in mind. Yeah, about 20%. Earthquake's doing about 24%. I'm sure toxic this. Awesome, awesome. So we get toxic off on this. I need to toxic me as well. I'm contemplating just going for the knockoff here. Yeah, I'm gonna knock off here. Get this thing's leftovers off. Good. So we won't have any residual damage, and I'm actually gonna go and get on my own rocks here as well. I'm gonna party shot into my arrow. If he switches out, doesn't really matter. My big head here has done his job. Awesome, awesome. So we're gonna party shot out, and now this just brings in Saltcheezer pretty freely. Is that the play? Saltcheezer is definitely the play. I just don't know what I want to go for. I think Gong Shot's kind of free. Gong Shot, if he brings in Excadrill, good play. Sack off my big head. Actually, yeah, actually I switched it out, so that is banded. Okay, so go Gong Shot here. As he leeches, if we hit, I think we knock him out. Oh, that did big damage though. Awesome, awesome, and we get the poison, so that's good. This did take a lot of damage. I don't know if I wanted to take that much anymore. Do need it for the Blacephalon. This play, it's a CLEFABLE, should be the play. Okay, awesome, awesome. So you guys go back into Powdon, as I'm gonna go into CLEFABLE here. Finds out we are unaware here. So this should just toxic here. I'm sure to protect just to get off some damage. Okay, so he slacks off. So a really good play on my opponent's end. That was a really good play. Probably should have predicted that. But I'm gonna pass a wish here into my hey big head most likely. If he switches on to Excadrill here, that could be a problem. Especially since it's gonna be Sand Rush choice banded is. Okay, so let me see something real quick. Excadrill choice banded against my Chestnut. Nothing to really worry about. It won't get too crazy. Do I flamethrower here is a question. I don't want to get toxic. I think I'll go into Chestnut. I feel like it's more of a mid-ground play. Covers the toxic, covers the thing, so. Things are getting whittled down here with the toxic and the Blacephalon is switch into this, right? Do I make the hard double into Lucifer? I think I do. I'll make the switch, go into Lucifer here. Take some rocks damage as he'll go Comfey. Okay. So Comfey's taking big damage. I think I just Man, this is tough. This is tough right here. My opponent's playing doing some good moves. Arrow, Draining Kiss, and Earthquake is only doing about 30. He's gonna recover about 27%. I'll go for Earthquake here. As we do outspeed, awesome. So he must have gone, I wonder what he went for actually. If I'm him, I'm bringing a Powder, get up the sand. Help out his Excadrill. But we are up 5-6. I'm not really sure what he went for there. He must have gone for something like Calm Mind, or I'm not sure, but I'm really glad that Earthquake there. As he brings in this annoying thing. I think I just go back into Big Mama. Actually, should go Fake Out or High Jump Kick. Yep. Oh, and he misses. Oh, that's tough. That's really tough. Oh man, that sucks. That really sucks. Let's see, Excadrill. We know it's like max HP, max attack. Megalop. Just taking how much from a Flamethrower? 28%. I need my rocks up. Let me see, his Megalop is not doing that much. I could send up a Wish here, but if he goes into Excadrill, we have a problem. I guess I go into this and get it back at full. Then I can Toxic the incoming Blacephalon maybe. It's just a problem. Do I make the prediction of him going into Excadrill and Flamethrower here, or do I double? Predicting the Excadrill and going to my Hit Big Head. I guess I'll do that. As he didn't switch actually, so I think he's just gonna go for a return. Okay, so he knocks out my guy. Not really a problem. I'm gonna bring in let me see. Garchomp is gonna do about 63 to this if it's max HP. 51 to 61. Okay, so yeah. And he doesn't really have anything on his squad that wants to take this Earthquake, so I'm just gonna go ahead and launch it off. Yep, as we get rid of the Megalopunny. Awesome. So he was not suspecting that to be Scarfed. And we are back up 5-4. As he brings the Powdon here. Most likely gonna go for the this still puts in a lot of work for me, so I'm just gonna go Shell Shocker here. He could double into like Excadrill. I could see that happening. Man, I took off Synthesis on this guy last minute. That probably would have helped out a lot. Oh man, I want to cancel that. Actually, I need to think about my plays a little more. Okay, so he Toxics again. So we're gonna get some toxic damage off here. I'm not sure if I Drain Punch here or Grass Knot. I think I'll Grass Knot. Does Grass Knot knock this out from this range? I think it does. 50 to 60%. I'm going for it. Yep, awesome. And he slacks off. Okay. He goes into the Blacephalon here, so I think I'm gonna switch into my Lucifer. Let's see what he ends up going for. I am faster than the as the Earthquakes. Okay, so taking some heavy toxic damage. He doesn't want to stay in, so I'm gonna Roost here. Actually, oh, he slacks off, right? No, he Toxics. Okay, that's interesting. This thing, I'm just gonna Earthquake here. Knock this thing out. If I do, my arrow's almost at full health. Unfortunately, the Aerial Ace isn't going to come into play. I think that the Stone Edge might have been just a tad bit better. But I do knock this thing out with the Earthquake. Awesome. So we get rid of a bulky wall. Really annoying for my team. And I think everything else is pretty much checked. Whatever he does bring in is not going to outspeed. The for alligator is a big problem right now. Let's see. So unaware Clefable luckily will not trip on dragon dances, but it still takes about 53%. I'm gonna be at about 64. Send up a wish, I protect. I should be able to get out of range. Yeah, so that was his best play that he could make. I should go Big Mama here. Like I said, it is my check. If it turns out to be something like special, then that just is gonna be foolish on his end. But let's see. Let's see what he ends up doing. Dragon Dance is pretty free. I do have unaware clef, like I said, so I don't really worry about it too much. If I'm not mistaken, let me see. Yeah, so it shouldn't matter at all. The Fable goes for Ice Punch. That did a lot of damage. A lot. Let me see. 35% with Ice Punch. That boy adamant. That boy is adamant. So we don't live a liquidation if he does have it. That's a problem. We're gonna protect here. Oh, as he goes with Cephalon. Okay, so that's better. Yeah, I just go South Cheeser here to take this. I'm not sure why he doubled out. Do I value a wish here? I can't live a hit if he's like something like choice specs, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, don't live a hit at all. So I think I had to make the switch into South Cheeser here. I win this game with Scarf Chomp, I think. I just have to get for Alligator into range. So he Flamethrower, so that's actually better for me. And Earthquake is pretty free against his team. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see. What I gotta get for Alligator into as far as range to take him out with my Guard Chomp. About 52 to 62%. Okay, so I'm gonna need some big chip off on this. As he side shocks, okay. Knock him out with the Earthquake. Okay, so Cheezer's done his job. Whatever comes in here for Alligator. Okay, so I think that I just keep hitting this until I die. Facade does about 30. Can't let him get up to +2. Do I sack this? Okay, I have to think about this play. I can go into my Big Mama. I'll take the 12%. End of the turn, I'll take 6. I can protect, get another 12. Liquidation will for sure knock me out. Those the only problem. Let me see. 46%. Yeah, it's like an 87% chance to knock me out. So do I Facade here and then I can Spiky Shield, get off? Yeah, I think I Facade here. So he Dragon Dances, okay. So I'll Facade here. Okay, get off with 34%. Then we Facade again. As he should get up another one. Okay. Okay, so he has to attack here. And I think I might have lost. Okay, so it's Life Orb. Okay, so that's even better. So now I go into this. And I Spiky Shield. If he Dragon Dances right here, he's a god. He's actually a god. Spiky Shield. As he Aerial Aces. Awesome, awesome. So he'll take that chip damage. And I think we just sack off Clefable here, if I'm not mistaken. As he'll take that Life Orb damage. Yep, as we actually will knock him out. Awesome, awesome. So I'll Wish here. Oh man. Attack maybe? Ice punch? Yeah, I think so yeah, that's not gonna do too much. Awesome, awesome. So we win the game with Scarf Chomp for sure. Just have to decide what I want to sack. And I wonder if Chomp lives a hit just to save the differential. Probably be the best for me. Excadrill, Max, Adamant, Choice Banded. Earthquake is gonna do about, yeah, just to be safe. I think I switch into this Chestnut, and then I'll take an Iron Head. Oh wow, that did way too much. I'll spike a shield here just to get off some residual damage. Awesome, awesome. And then we'll Drain Punch just in case for no reason, to be honest. And I guess I'll give the kill to my boy Hammerhead here. And let's see if we knock him out, which we do. Awesome, awesome. So great battle, take the 3-0 win. Big shout out to my boy Zelda. I know we had a couple complications about finding a good time to battle, so I really do appreciate him working with me. Give me one message. I do give him a lot of big shout out, big kudos for him working out scheduling with me. So I think what really was important that game was the switch in on Aerial Ace. I wasn't expecting it, but luckily I did. I was able to get off a wish and then get my CLEFABLE back up to health, and because of Unaware for Alligator, it didn't really matter at the end of it. Dragon Dancing, if I didn't really stop and think, could have definitely gone worse, but luckily we do win. So now I believe our record is going to be 5-5 maybe? No, 4-5. I think 4-5 should sounds about right. So hopefully we will move up the playoff bracket. I will let you guys know what happens for those who didn't catch the beginning of the video where I did explain the rankings and all the standards and all that good stuff. But anyways guys, thanks for watching. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. We did take the win, so big shouts out, 3-0 victory. Leave a like down below if you're rooting for your Happy Valley Hariyamas, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.